So, Harry and Meghan have once again found themselves at the centre of public attention. But this time, it's not just for their typical royal drama or personal projects. The spotlight has shifted to a much more humorous, yet pointed, criticism. Recently, comedian Colin Jost, known for his role on Saturday Night Live, SNL, took a direct jab at the couple during the Weekend Update segment. Jost joked that as part of a new trade deal between the UK and the United States, the only condition the UK had for opening up British markets to American companies was that Harry and Meghan would have to return to the UK. Now, as funny as it sounds, this joke cut deep. It's one of those moments where you can't help but laugh, but also feel a little uncomfortable because it speaks to the ongoing narrative about the Sussexes. It's a critique of their position as outsiders from the royal family, yet still very much in the public eye. Meghan and Harry have constantly been involved in public controversies, from stepping back from royal duties to their personal projects and interviews. And while their personal lives have sparked plenty of discussion, this joke on SNL reflects a deeper criticism. Many people still see them as celebrities who use their royal connection to fuel their public persona, yet they're criticised for not fully integrating into the royal family and abandoning it when it suits them. The irony is, though, the joke comes from a place where the couple is still undeniably popular, both in the UK and abroad. While some people have continuously critiqued their choices, there's a large group who continue to support them, especially with their ongoing work, like the Netflix documentary and their activism. However, the joke on SNL, much like the jokes that have come before it, showcases how easily public figures can be mocked, especially when there's already a narrative in place about them. The Sussexes have been criticised for their outspoken views, particularly against the monarchy. And while the SNL skit poked fun at their personal lives, it also subtly highlighted the tension between the couple's desire for independence and the ongoing public and royal expectations placed on them. The real kicker here is that while the joke was, of course, made for comedic effect, it has a grain of truth about public perception. Meghan and Harry have become targets for many public figures and comedians, and it's all rooted in the public's fascination with their personal lives. It's not just their royal ties that keep them relevant. It's the constant media circus around them. This is why we see things like this joke appearing on a major late-night comedy show, where they're a recurring topic of discussion. On top of that, there's another layer to this drama. Meghan is now facing a lawsuit worth $10 million due to an alleged incident involving a DIY bath salt recipe she shared on her Netflix show. A woman claims to have suffered severe burns after following Meghan's instructions for the bath salt. It's a bizarre and concerning development, considering Meghan's public profile and the nature of the lawsuit. The woman in question is asking for at least $75,000 to cover medical expenses, and if this case goes to court, it could have serious implications for Meghan and Netflix. There's a lot of chatter about whether Netflix should have included a disclaimer with the recipe, especially given that they're in a position of responsibility when it comes to the safety of their content. The situation raises interesting questions about the influence celebrities like Meghan have when it comes to sharing advice or tips, even in non-traditional settings like streaming platforms. In today's world, with celebrities acting as influencers and providing content in an unregulated space, what kind of responsibility do they hold when something goes wrong? The lawsuit also suggests that more people might start coming forward with their own claims, potentially opening a floodgate of similar cases if they see an opportunity for compensation. It's an unsettling prospect for anyone in the public eye, especially someone like Meghan, who already has a history of public scrutiny. All this while, Harry and Meghan continue to navigate their new life in the United States, far from the royal family they left behind. They've spoken at length about their desire to live a more peaceful private life, but these kinds of public moments continue to pull them back into the limelight. And while they may have hoped that stepping away from the royal family would allow them to live a life of more autonomy, the reality is that they remain as public figures, always in the crosshairs of public opinion. This latest chapter, with the SNL jab and the potential lawsuit, seems to reaffirm that they are no longer just royal figures, but also targets for the media and comedy world alike.